Hello, this is George Senda. And April is a rough month for me. I have to deal with a lot of things that happen in April, or happened in April. And for 28 years, I had to deal with waves of depression and panic attacks because April 18th was the day I died. My father beat me and I was pronounced dead at Walter Reed Army Hospital. He got in a drunken rage and effectively beat me to death. I was found at the bottom of the stairs. Most of the blood was out of my body. I was 12 years old. No, I take that back. I was 10 years old. You have no concept of death at 10. Well, it hit me again this past week, which is why I've been doing videos. The 9th was the anniversary of my mother's death. I never had closure with the woman. And Art Bell died. The 18th was the day of April, was the day I died. My birthday's on the 28th. I'll be 67. So I've been suffering what felt like physical waves of depression since, I can't see that far, last Tuesday when it hit me. I didn't think it would affect me when my mother died. I thought I would be over it. But I guess I'll never get over it. So that's why you haven't heard anything from me. And the other thing that was upsetting me was for 5 days I saw no talking cat. And tonight, Talkie came out of the bushes and squeaked at me. I put his food down and he ran up the street. And he was frightened of me for some reason. I didn't do anything to him. But I finally put it down on the curb. I said, "Come on, Talkie. Come and eat. I'm worried sick about you. I haven't seen you. You're my baby." And he came over and finally ate. And a couple of nights ago, there was a black kitty. He chased Gray away from her food. He tried to chase Orange away from his food. I don't know where this black kitty came from. And then the tiny orange kitty that shows up sometimes, very shy. Well, the other night, he let me actually pet him. First, he was shy to come up. I said, "Come on and eat. I'm not going to hurt you. I love you." And he came up and ate, and I reached the first time to pet him, and he jumped back a little bit. The second time I got to pet him a lot. He was very happy. He comes up and meows for food. And Kathy's coming over to take me out tomorrow. And she'll be taking me to Black Angus on the 28th for my birthday dinner. All right, I have some new subscribers: Dominic Ortiz, Robin Longnecker, Crime and Coffee, Silver Patch Prince, and Chris Turner, I think it is. I can't remember writing. And Jay Good Morning. So thank you, new subscribers. And I know some of them love my talking about the kitties. Another thing I found depressing is I turned on Coast to Coast. I was too tired to call in. Art Bell's. They had a supposed tribute to Art Bell with the passage of a year. And twice this week, the obsession continues. George Noory had Bill Mumy on from The Twilight Zone. And what are your favorite episodes? And you were really scary. And the man is obsessed with The Twilight Zone. And I saw the first, the time element when it came out when I was 6 or 1958. I saw The Twilight Zone when it first aired. I've seen all the episodes. And they're classic episodes. But, on the top 10 things to watch, Twilight Zone isn't any of them. I'd rather watch The X-Files or Dark Skies. And I sure wouldn't be asking someone who's a child actor after 50 years, what's your favorite episode? What's your favorite episode? Then, to add insult to injury, he has a Twilight Zone guy on Friday night who wrote a book about the Twilight Zone. And I'm going, what the hell happened to a tribute to Art Bell? I never heard Open Lines. I didn't hear most of the program. And then the last segment, George runs Art talking to guy who owns Mel's Hole. And I thought to myself, this is the riveting radio that George Noory will never be able to do. Now, I like George as a person. He's been very nice to me. He's very pleasant. He's personable. But you're not riveted by a George Noory episode like you were to Art Bell. And I don't think you ever will be. And I lied there listening to the Mel's Hole episode like I did when I first heard it. And I've heard it since. And there were things running through my mind. I wonder what the hole looks like. I wonder what kind of cable he was running down the hole. And then he told the wildest thing, which I didn't remember, that a guy had his dog die. And the dog had a collar. The dog had certain markings. He threw the dog into the hole. And Mel said the dog came back alive. Same markings, same collar, same dog tag. It was the same dog. Now that's a little creepy and scary. So, but listening to the Coast to Coast episode on Friday depressed the hell out of me. I don't listen to Noory that much because he's got people like John Hogue, who's, touts that he's predicted every presidential winner when he hasn't. Then he had some guest on this week who was predicting that Bernie Sanders would come from a surprise being behind to beat Donald Trump in 2020, and the idea is patently ridiculous. Bernie Sanders is a nut and a hypocrite because he, acts like he's a people's socialist. He owns 5 houses and has become rich when he didn't have 2 cents to rub together before he ran for president the last time. So these people, are all hypocrites. They act like they're something they're not. And I'm playing this new game, and that irked me tonight because there's a way to shield your cities, and nobody told me how to shield them, and I bought 2 shields, and I had to go to the bathroom. And I had to sift out the cat box. It's amazing how much stuff clay litter is clumped in the cat box after 3 days. And I come back and my city's on fire, and my troops are dead. And then people tell me, this is how you buy the shields. And then, why didn't you tell me that when I had the gold? And I'm playing this game a lot because It helps me forget about my troubles, and I'm on my iPad. So, and I've got one more book to read, and then I'll take back the books. Kathy yawns when she talks to me on the phone, and it makes me sleepy as hell. So I've been reading books, but on and off. I felt like doing anything lately. Still going to try to go to Alien Con. I got my receipt for the rent for this month, and it's wrong. I gave them more money. Now I got to find the money order for the receipt for the rent. Call them up and say, how much did I give you? Because I gave them more than the rent as what I want, so that when the rent comes due in 3 months, I don't have to pay the rent or much of it, because I want to have everything paid down so I can go to Alien Con. And the first of the month, I will pay for my iPad repair. I'm going a little nuts about my iPad. All right, sorry to blather on, but that's what's been happening. I just haven't felt like doing anything. And when I get depressed like this wave comes over my head, and it just, I can't deal with anything. And so I apologize for going on and on about this. Oh, there is one interesting thing, and I will post the link, even though you don't hear me talk. An episode of Ancient Aliens on alien abduction is out there. And I spoke at the seminar on alien abduction last year at Alien Con. And I have some evidence that I may well have been abducted. I'll talk about that in a future video when I'm a little more awake. And I may have had an implant in my earlobe for years, because it was a hard mass that never healed and never went away and didn't move, but it hurt. And one day I woke up and it was gone. So, and someone at the convention told me that I was probably an abductee, but was suppressing it. And I have to open myself up and make myself realize that it probably happened. I had some very odd dreams this week, too. It was scary. There was something going on with Fuzzy. And she's okay, but I woke up terrified because of it. And I'll talk about that in the next video, too. And I had nothing but creepy dreams all week. Just weird dreams. And I don't like creepy dreams. And then Kathy's telling me about some new movie that she saw about this other kind of alien, and it looked real cute at first, and then it was creepy, and it was a killer monster, and she loves this kind of stuff. And I'm like, oh God, please. Okay, anyway, have a great morning. It's 11, well, it's not midnight yet. I can't quite see the clock with all the lights here. It's about 11:30, and I'll catch you next time. Stay the usual wet, warm, dry, or cool. It's been very hot here in Martinez, and I'm going to go and try to get some sleep. I'll catch you later. Bye-bye.